Did you know that the United States is not the only country in the world now suffering from this financial crisis? Europe is doing just as badly as we are. I'd like to rattle off some country names for you. Spain, Greece, Italy, Ireland. These nations are all suffering, worse even than our own. Italy has been having financial problems for the last decade. There is even speculation that they might default on their debt and pull out of the euro currency. That would be interesting indeed. Greece, well, let me tell you something. They haven't been rioting just because of some 15-year-old killed by police. No, they've been rioting because 1 in every 4 citizens of Greece has been having a lot of difficulty finding work for a long time. The smaller Eastern European countries such as Lithuania and the other ones, I can't even remember their names. They're so small and unimportant, but they're tearing each other to shreds. The people are in a state of rebellion because the economic crisis there, it's destroyed their life savings, it's lost their jobs. We're talking about governments destabilizing over the crisis. Now, some people think that Europe and the United States are not conjoined at the hip in this crisis, but they are. You see, Europe can't just decouple, and decoupling doesn't work anyways. You see, like us, they had a strong financial service division, and like us, they became too greedy and too lax in their lending standards. And now, as we suffer, they suffer. They made and bought many of our products, and now they're choking on our debt. How do you like that? I hope you enjoy my mortgage loan, because once I default, I'll still have the house, and all you're going to have is a worthless loan. But back to the point. They're in trouble. And Asia is now in trouble. I know you've heard a lot about China and how they are this tremendous economic engine for growth. Well, guess what? If they don't have anyone to sell their products to, they're going to have job losses in the hundreds of millions. I know, it goes back to decoupling. Well, even if China could decouple from the United States, and that's not even taking into account all the money that they hold in the form of bonds that would become worthless. But if they could decouple, they couldn't find anyone else on the planet that would buy as much of their stuff as we have. Some people say, oh, well, they'll just sell it to their own people. Well, their own people don't have that much of an appetite for their goods. Not to mention they couldn't afford to buy in the volumes that we have bought. I mean, just look at the dollar store. Just about everything in there comes from China. Walmart, China. I mean, everything comes from China. So if we stop buying from China, just where are they going to sell it? Europe? They're in the midst of a horrific financial crisis. South America? They're too poor. It would cost too much to just ship the goods there to sell them. Africa? Pfft, those people are busy starving to death. Sad to say that outside of the United States, this crisis will be just as bad as it is within our own country, if not worse. These people depend on us to buy their stuff, and we've stopped. And now that we're not buying their stuff, they're not going to buy our stuff. And we're all just going to sit around with inventories of stuff that we can't sell because there's no one to buy them. And thus, capitalism dies. So sad. So sad.